December 26th. Today is the last Friday of the year. I didn't sleep very well at all last night. Get up early in the morning. Head straight to the bathroom and take a refreshing cold shower. Goes a little way towards clearing my head. Under the shock of what that guy told me last night, managed to calm down a bit. Leave the bathroom and take the towel I'd hung on my shoulder to dry my wet hair. Squat down in front of my speakers and take a record off the shelf. Mount the record on the turntable. When I switch the player on, the record starts to spin. Place the needle carefully onto the top. Gentle, solemn sounds of a saxophone start drifting from the speakers. Move myself over to the bed, sit on the edge and listen to the melody. That solemn sound that only a saxophone can deliver. For some reason, it makes my mind spring back to the words Will uttered to me last night. All I'm after now is the truth behind what happened 25 years ago. Then it dawns on me. The only one who can truly uncover all that happened is me. And at that precise moment, I noticed that the turntable has come to a halt. The melody that had kept me in a trance has ended. I throw on some clothes. Get through the 2 cups of black coffee as I lounge on the sofa. I suppose I'd better let Rachel in on what happened last night, finish mulling things over, and haul myself off the sofa. Yo, Rachel, you in the office today? Do you even get a day off? Mr. Hyde, can we talk? Sounds like Dylan. What the hell does he want? Yo, fuck off, Dylan. Dylan, good morning. What do you want? Well, I've been so anxious to hear the next installment from last night. Next installment? Start making some sense or get out of here. You know, after you met me in front of room 306, what happened next? Met up with Mr. White, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. So you're gonna tell me what you were so keen to talk to about him? No, it's got nothing to do with you. I really want to know. Come on, you can tell me. Listen, Dylan, what the hell are you so keen to know anyway? Well, it's simple. Curious. Curious. You're right. Huh? Spit it out, Dylan. You were inside. You're worried about what was said, aren't you? I mean, I know he was, but that's why you're here, to get me to tell you precisely what we talked about. It's crazy. Told you, I'm just curious. You expect me to believe that? Yes, because it's the truth. Huh. Here you are, Dylan. I've been looking for you. Mrs. Patrice? What can I do for you? Actually, it's about Mr. White in room 306. He has a favor to ask you. Mrs. Patrice. Hello there, Mr. Hyde. Are you having a good morning? What does Mr. White want? Called me only a moment ago and asked. He's not coming back to the building, you see. So he asked if Dylan could remove his remaining things. Mrs. Patrice? Does that mean he's officially vacated his room? Yes, it would seem so. He was due to move out next week, but he told me something urgent had suddenly arisen. That's why he called me to say. I seem quite keen to get the message to you, Dylan. I'd like you to clear out the remainder of Mr. White's things and furniture. Also, please take care of any repairs and such that needs doing. No problem. I better get started. Catch you later. Dylan hastily makes his exit. I'm sure there'll be plenty more to be done as we draw closer to next week. It's gonna be far busier than usual around here, that's for sure. Have you finished your moving arrangements yet, Mr. Hyde? Please feel free to let me know as soon as you have. Sure, I'll tell you once it's all been sorted. I appreciate that you're busy with numerous other things. Please be sure to let me know what you're planning at your earliest convenience. I have to be sure everything has been accounted for before this place ceases to be. Don't sweat it. I'll let you know in good time. I got some unfinished business to take care of first, though. Oh, such as what? I had to find something. Find something? Did you lose something during your stay here? Well, something got lost, alright, but it wasn't mine. But the fact remains, if it's gonna be found, I need to be the one to find it. Can you share with me what it is you're looking for? Listen, Mrs. Patrice, there's actually something I need to ask you about the thing I'm looking for. You need to ask me? Yes. Can you spare a few minutes? Not sure I want to, Mr. Hyde. You're acting very oddly indeed. What are you plotting? Don't worry, I've got no nasty surprises in store for you, just a couple of questions. It's pretty important to me, so I'd be grateful if you could spare me some time. No use hiding it, Mr. Hyde. I've already heard from Dylan. I know what you've been up to. Yeah, what the fuck has he been saying? What's Dylan been saying? Told me that you used to be a detective, and that, although he doesn't know why, you've been snooping around on the 4th floor. Told you that, did he? Now listen to me, Mr. Hyde. I don't know what your purpose is or what you're looking for, and I have no intention of making you tell me. And all I want is to leave this place quietly and peacefully. That's why I'm going to ask you nicely. I've been honest with you up until now. Bitch, please, I bet you haven't, and you haven't answered all your questions. I think I've been more than helpful to you. Please refrain from asking me anything further. I have nothing more to say to you. Oh, you've got plenty to say, and don't try to deny it. I'm telling you, I haven't. Even if you have nothing to say to me, trust me, I got plenty to say to you. I got questions to ask and things to tell you. Things to tell me? What kind of things might they be? So you're listening now. I have a message from a member of Kathy McGrath's family. I beg your pardon? But I'm sure you're not interested. That's right, I'm not. Okay, Mr. Hyde, I give in. I can spare some time to talk with you. I'll fit in with you, so just let me know when's good. Shall we say this afternoon at 4 in my room? To date? Okay, I'll expect you then. Mags leaves. 4 p.m. Mags rooms, huh? Better make a note of that. Wouldn't want to be late. Huh. It's a phone. Is it coming from my room? Is it? Sounds like it is. Yeah, 'cause it is. Hello? Hey, Rachel. Morning, sweetie. Good news. What is it? You'll see after you've heard this voice. I'll pass you over. It's gonna be Ed. Alright, it's Ed here. Ed. Why so surprised? It's just Rachel told me you wouldn't be out until the weekend. Yeah, well, that's what they told me at first. But I can't stand that damned place. Besides, I figured there's no way you and Rachel would last 5 minutes on your own, so I blew the doc's mind by making a miraculous recovery. Lucky for you, huh? Well, I'll tell you this for free. We're not so dumb that we can't take care of the place without you, you know. You don't have the first idea about how this place runs. If I left it to you two, I'd be out of business in no time. I don't know, I trust Rachel. Especially with a lazy bum like you in charge. Anyway, it's all thanks to you, Hyde. I was so worried about how this place would work without me, I couldn't even die in peace. Yeah, well, glad you're still in the land of the living, Ed. Not exactly the greeting I was expecting, but hey, it's good to hear your voice. Now's not the time to start getting all soft, okay? How's the search for that item coming along? I know who sent me the order sheet. Turns out he's been living here under a false name. He's the son of Kathy McGrath, who was murdered here 13 years ago. Related to the victim, huh? But that doesn't explain how he knew what you got up to behind the scenes. His name's Will McGrath. By day, he pretends to be a salesman, but he's actually a lone thief. He claims he has contacts with that can provide him with all sorts of information. He even knew about my dad. Impressive. What do you know about him? He said that Dad broke into Hotel Cape West 25 years ago with the intention of stealing the Scarlet Star. He what? This is what he told me. The incident 13 years ago and the one 25 years ago. He said they're both connected to Nile. But why did he send the order to you? He said he wanted to try and encourage me to take an interest in those incidents. He found it hard to believe that I wasn't looking into the truth behind Dad's death. Go on. Before he left, he gave me a clue to help me find the Scarlet Star. So where does that leave you? I'm gonna find out the truth behind what happened 25 years ago. To do that, I need to continue looking for the missing item. Once Once I find the Scarlet Star, I have to deliver it to complete the order. Then I'll claim my reward of the truth of 25 years ago. I see. Then do what you gotta do and keep searching. Don't stop until you've uncovered everything. That's the plan. Gonna pass you back to Rachel. Hello? Rachel, keep an eye on him and don't let him push himself too hard. Gotta concentrate on finding this item, so I'll leave Ed to you. Sure thing, Kyle. Before you go, I've got an update for you. You asked me to get hold of the last article written by Jack Green. Well, managed to get it for you. What'd you say? It's titled The Truth Behind Condor. It was meant to be an ongoing piece, but ended after the first part was published. At the end of the article, the following appears. There's a gigantic void behind the organized crime syndicate known as Condor. Condor has managed to evade justice, thwart police investigations, and successfully sell their stolen wares, but it seems unlikely that the group could have accomplished any of this without no outside assistance. There's no doubt in this writer's mind that an as-yet undisclosed force has been operating in the shadows behind Condor. Without this force, Condor would not exist. The next part of this article will expose the identity of this shadowy force. And that's where the article stops. Force operating in the shadows behind Condor. I take it you've heard about the recent jewelry thefts, right? Yeah, there's even been some near here. The series of thefts seem to bear all the marks of those carried out by Condor, so they say. There's going to be a news TV special showcasing the recent ones at 11, not 1. I see. Anyway, that's all I can offer you for now. I'll be in touch if I find out more. A news show about the thefts resembling those of Condor. Sounds like the kind of thing I should watch. Well, it's very convenient that it is 11 right the fuck now. To the TV. I gotta watch some shit. There's the TV. Suppose I better switch on the news. Time for 5 News. Today we examine the recent spate of jewelry robberies occurring all over the city. The store owner has provided us with an interesting eyewitness account. It was this mystery woman that appears on the scene before every robbery. 5 News, as always, is hot on the heels of any lead. The day before the robbery occurred, a woman that I'd never seen before entered the shop. I assumed she was just a customer, but she didn't seem to be interested in any items, and just wandered around the shop looking around. I couldn't see her face due to the black hat and sunglasses she wore. Whoa, black hat and sunglasses. There was one other distinguishing feature. She wore a ring. Yes, a diamond ring. It was very noticeable. The diamond was flanked on both sides by rubies. Diamond ring. Unmistakable, but we thought she was one of our richer customers, so we paid it no heed. Here we have an artist's rendering of a mystery woman. Most obvious feature are the wide-brim black hat and large sunglasses, also wearing a distinctive diamond ring. That woman. There are reports of this same woman appearing at the other robbed stores. Could this woman be the key to solving these cases? LAPD are making her arrest their top priority. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. Woman in the hat who appears before a theft. Sure, that's the same one I passed just outside this building. Diamond ring, too. Something about it. Surely she couldn't be... Okay, I think I got a certain someone to visit today. Right about now. Hear the sound of a door close from somewhere nearby. Huh. Wonder who it is. Is that... I can hear the sound of footsteps. Looks like somebody's coming. Tony. Hey, Ide. You're just in time. Time for what? Did you notice anybody come up here just now? No, I didn't see anyone. Seriously? Could have sworn somebody did. It's pretty weird. Hey. Did you see somebody? Yeah, I sure did. It was that woman. Which woman would that be, Tony? You know, that woman. The one who was hanging around by the door last week with the hat. Her? That's who I saw coming in here just now. You sure it was her you saw? Positive. Not that it matters now. I've lost her. One thing's for sure, though. She went up the stairs just ahead of me. You're sure you didn't see anything at all? Not a thing. Then she just disappeared. Anyway, I don't have time to waste on this. Better split. Woman in the hat. Maybe it's who I think it is after all, but why is she involved? Who knows? Mary, you've got some shit to explain. A lot of shit to explain. Who's there? Hear Mary's voice ring out from inside her room. It's me, Kyle. Ah, Mr. Hyde. Open the door. We need to talk. Hold on, I'll be right there. Yes? What can I do for you? How'd your insurance claim go? You all set to move out? How'd your insurance claim go? I've had something on my mind since we last spoke. How'd your insurance claim go? My insurance claim? Yeah, just really wanted to know. I've been curious about Rex, too. Has he been bothering you at all lately? Are you worried about me, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, kind of. Well, in that case, you better come in then. So I can see the fucking hat? Alright, let's take a look. Fucking move it. Move it. Move it. Oh, no. Oh, I could see it's right there. Right behind. No, that's the lamp. Fuck. I'm an idiot. Must thank you, Mr. Hyde. Thank you for caring enough to come and ask me how I'm doing. Yeah, just felt like the right thing to do. Didn't want to leave without knowing, you know? Quite the gentleman of all of a sudden. Well, anyway, how's the moving preparation going? It's going well, so far, and so good. I'm thinking about throwing most of this stuff out. I see. Does that mean the insurance money has come in as planned? It has, yes. Actually, just this morning the company called to tell me they'll pay out. It's a really big weight off my mind. So, Rex's investigation is closed. I don't know. Haven't heard anything regarding the results. But the insurance company has already said they'll be paying out, so I guess it's okay. So it would seem. Something the matter, Mr. Hyde? Just strikes me as odd. What does? Well, if the insurance company is happy to pay you the money, then that must mean that Rex's investigation painted you in the positive light, which just seems strange to me. You think it's strange that they agreed to pay me? Yeah, kind of. He's on their payroll and his services don't come cheap. Typically cases that he looks into go badly for the people trying to claim. Really? I didn't know that. Listen, Mary. You wouldn't be hiding anything from me, would you? What are you implying, Mr. Hyde? I thought we agreed that I told you everything. I'm not so sure it really was everything, though. In particular, the part about the woman in the hat. What? Huh. Someone's at the door. Back in a moment. Ah. Rex. Well, if it isn't ex-Detective Hyde. What are you doing here? Could ask you the same thing. Both know I don't need to answer your questions. I'm here to see Mary, not you. Me? What do you want with me? I'd like to know exactly what you did. This morning the insurance company told me to cease my investigation into you. A what? Now I'd like to know why. I'm not leaving here until you tell me. What makes you think I know? Oh, you know all right. I'm sure of it. I want to know exactly how you managed to squirm your way out of this one. Maybe I should tell you what I think happened, and you don't want that. Tell me exactly how you got the company to drop their investigation. I'm sure it'll prove some entertainment for Mr. Hyde here, too. Mary? Mr. Hyde, Hey, where are you going? Mary makes for the door and escapes. Mary. Hyde. I'm not sure what brought you here today, but before you two start planning a wedding, there are a few things you might want to know first. I leave the room and go after Mary. Huh. Sounds like the elevator. Elevator, is it? Looks like it stopped at the roof. I guess I'll join you up on the roof too. Why not? Alright. Shit. Just go fucking... press the wrong fucking button. God damn it. Alright, to the roof. Push the button for the roof. And away we go. Where's Mary got to? What you doing up here? It's probably cold. Mary. Why'd you run out like that? I was scared of him. Scared of him. Why? Because... what does he have on you? I don't know. Come on, Mary, tell me. Sorry, Mr. Hyde, I can't. I've been keeping something from you. But I just can't bring myself to tell you. I just can't. Please, Mr. Hyde, just leave me alone. Bitch, I ain't leaving you alone. You gotta tell me. Mr. Hyde, just leave me alone. Mary. What am I gonna do to make her talk? Guess all I can do is try to find out by myself. I need to find some sort of evidence that'll make her tell me everything. Huh. I'm gonna go try back in her room then. See if I can find the dirt myself. Got no choice if I'm gonna get through to Mary. Alright, sick. Fuck. Where to look, where to look, where to look. Sketch of the room on the table. Box of cookies. Must have left this dress in a sewing box here. White one-piece dress, looks like it's only half finished. Huh. Bookcase in this corner. Telltale sign of a long... okay. Photo frame next to the books. Photograph a portrait of a handsome young man. Shit. Where do I need to look? Shoes. Wooden cabinet with 3 drawers. Non-covered notebook with black ballpoint pen. Fuck. Framed photograph. Younger Mary and a guy who seems to have an oddly calm aura. Whatever. Well, I suppose I should probably just check in here then. Looks like there's a box on top of the closet. Too high for me to reach, though. Bullshit it is. Dark gray jacket. Looks familiar. Should take a closer look. Dark gray jacket. Yeah, okay. Let's get this shit out of the way. Something in the back. Dark gray jacket. Looks just like the one mysterious woman was wearing. Looks like one piece of proof. Now to look for more. Right. Hanger on the side of the closet. Nothing on it. How the hell do I get that then? If I'm not apparently not tall enough, which is bullshit. Cloth-covered stool. Oh. I can just stand on this, I guess. It's convenient. I just got a stool in my pocket. It's nice. It's foldable. It's a new kind of stool. There we go. Use it. Place the stool here. Why did I get kicked out? Oh, that's why. There's a box on top of the... I wonder what's inside. It's gonna be a hat and sunglasses. These are the hat and sunglasses a woman was wearing. That woman being Mary. Take the hat and sunglasses. What's this envelope? There's no name written on the envelope. The enclosed letter reads, "Come to a jewelry store at 18 wearing the appointed attire. As long as you follow the instructions, your identity will be safe. No use trying to escape either. We're in control." Kind of letter Mary was getting. Take the threatening letter. Right, time to make Mary sing. Let's go to the roof. Roof it is. Huh. Please tell me she's still here. Pitch. Where's Mary? Gotta be somewhere. Fucking... Oh, there you are. There you are. Look. Mr. Hyde. It's okay, Mary. I know. What do you know? I know what you've been hiding. I know what you've done. Woman in the hat who always makes an appearance before the robberies. That's you, isn't it? What? Put you up to it. Was it the same people who sent you the threatening letters? Mr. Hyde, you have no right to accuse me of anything. Besides, I have no idea what you were talking about. Listen, Mary. Game's up. I told you I know everything. Mr. Hyde, before you ask me for proof, how's this? How is this threatening fucking letter? Found this letter inside your room. Oh no. Letter contains... instructions for you to follow, a threat you made to... Yeah, instructions for you to follow. How the hell did you get yourself into this mess? Also, your attire. Found these inside your room. You what? They were hidden inside a box on top of your closet. Gotta explain what you're doing with them? There. What else? Ring! This is your ring, right? How'd you get that, Mr. Hyde? Better give it to me to return to you. Now, would you be good? Now would be a good time to talk to me, Mary. Why would you sell something so valuable? And while we're on the subject, the woman in the hat and sunglasses who appears before the robberies, why does she wear a ring just like yours? I don't know. Maybe you'd just like to tell me about the condor engraving on the base. That's... No use trying to hide it anymore, Mary. Come clean and tell me. I can't, Mr. Hyde. Not to you. Why not? Because there's no going back if I do. Not for me, anyway. Really don't want to hear what kind of person I truly am. Do you remember what you said to me, Mary? What I said? To you? Yeah, you said that when your brother died 13 years ago, people doubted your side of the story and it made your life miserable. You went on to say that you believe I would understand what you meant. You remember what I told you then? I said that if anything happened, no matter what, you could talk to me about it. Yes, I remember. How could I forget? I truly wish I could tell you. But please, Mr. Hyde, please stop asking me to talk. Why won't you listen to me when I say I can't? I really can't tell you, of all people. You can't know. Come on, Mary. If I don't reveal your secret, then sooner or later somebody else will. Perhaps. Mary, do you understand the gravity of your situation? You need to get out while you can. I appreciate that the people ordering you about are intimidating you, but of course I understand, and that's precisely why I can't tell you anything. Mary. Suddenly, Mary moves away from me and heads towards the roof's edge. Oh shit. What the fuck are you doing? If only I met you earlier, Mr. Hyde. If I'd been able to tell you everything I've been keeping to myself, maybe things would have turned out very differently. I really don't know what to do anymore. It's hopeless. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde. Mary! Get down from there. Get back. Should I close in? No. Mary, are you okay? Buster Wolf, I think you may be overreacting a bit, Mr. Hyde. There's no need to shout quite so loudly. Mary, going back inside. Mary leaves the roof and heads inside. The hell? Nothing like creating a scene. Great, what now? They'll call the cops. This is bad. How's it come to this? I was hoping to put an end to all this fuss with Mary, but now look at the state of things. I really don't know what to do anymore. It's hopeless. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde. Guess I better go down there and give them some sort of explanation. Okay, I'm back here. So tapping on her doesn't... Okay, I just needed to wait for her to, like, change her animation then. Mary, Mr. Hyde! Looks like I seriously underestimated what an idiot you were. If you wanted my help, why didn't you just ask? How could I have done that? After all, I'm the only one who knows how terrifying these people can be. Mary... They put the frighteners on you, huh? What do you mean by those people? I mean, I knew what my brother and husband had done. Found out the truth behind their deaths, too. That's why I have to do what those people say. If you want an example of just how powerful they are, they're the ones who put an end to the insurance company's investigation. They're responsible for me receiving the insurance payout, Mr. Hyde. It's a kind of reward for doing what I was told. What had your brother and husband done? Well, as you know, they were both working at the hotel, but that was a cover for helping with the secret fencing operations that went on there. Fencing operations? Yes, they were selling stolen jewelry. The items were to be sold were first brought into the hotel, then potential buyers would follow and, if interested, would pay for the goods in cash. It seems that Mike and Peter were willing to do anything if it made them money. And that included removing dead bodies and making evidence disappear. Even the ring that I got from Mike was one of the spoils from a successful job. Thought your husband and brother were killed in accidents. That's what the police believed, but of course they knew differently. Since my husband and brother had served their purpose, they were to be disposed of. When Mike died and I received an insurance payout and married Peter, and when Peter's business failed and he died in an accident, all of it was orchestrated by them. That's what they told me. Do you know how I discovered the truth about Mike and Peter? It all started when I moved into these apartments, and as I searched the things I brought with me, I found my husband's insurance policy, decided to claim the money specified within, and so I contacted the company. Very soon after I'd done so, calls started from the people in charge. I received phone calls and letters, even people I'd never met before began to pay me visits. As time passed, I slowly began to piece together the truth. It had finally dawned on me what my husband and brother were involved in. It wasn't long before they decided I could be of use to them as well. So up until then, you really had no idea what your husband and brother had been up to. Didn't have a clue. But I knew something was going on when Mike came home after work one day. He had this horrible wound and his clothes were bloody. I asked him time and again to tell me how it happened, but he refused to explain. He looked up at me with this sad face and told me that he had a secret to bear, one that I couldn't know. He said if I didn't promise to let it remain a secret, he'd have no choice but to leave. He never did tell me. Took that secret to his grave. When I married Peter, he made me make the same promise. And just like Mike, he took it to the grave. Maybe not letting me know was their way of expressing their love for me. At least, that's what I wanted to believe after I was told the truth. The truth is difficult to take in, isn't it, Mr. Hyde? They told me that I had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide, that it was my fate, and my life literally belonged to them. This is precisely the reason why I avoided making any friends here. At first, I even started to believe that the reason that man Rex was here was to spy on me at their request. Mary. Who could possibly have the reach to do all this? Who the hell are they? Nile. Did you say Nile? Yes. At least, as a name they use when they refer to themselves. I see. Rex. So that's how it is, huh? You were listening in on us. Yep, every last word. Shocking stuff indeed. It's almost impossible to believe that Nile have got you under their control too. You know about Nile? If I didn't, you think I'd have bothered taking on your case? It's them I'm interested in, not you and your insurance policy. Rex, enough games. What are you really after? Usually I'm looking for the last piece of the puzzle. Forgive me, I've been somewhat inundated with puzzles lately. You'll have to be more specific. Well, quit interrupting and I'll tell you. It's the puzzle that he left behind and which I've been trying to solve all this time. In fact, I've been piecing it together ever since he died 13 years ago. Who the hell is he? Are you talking about Jack Green? The guy I used to work with. How do you know about him? Got my own sources. I also know about the piece he wrote concerning Condor and its true identity. So I guess you've pretty much worked it all out then, huh? You know that he was murdered and all. Just as I suspected. So Jack Green was murdered after all. That's right. Of course, it was made to look like an accident, but he was murdered all right. So Hyde, have you pieced it together? Can you guess who's behind it all yet? Sure I can. It was Nile. Well, give the man a round of applause. Nile has been behind Condor all along. Make no mistake, it was Nile that got him in the end. Jack Green was poised to expose the link between Nile and Condor, but Nile got wind of this and decided to silence him for good. That's what you're implying, right? That's the outcome of his actions, at least, yes. But there's more, much more, that only he and I knew. A disturbing truth. What do you mean by disturbing truth? A crime syndicate known as Condor began operating in the LA area. Oh, must be as far back as 25, maybe 26 years ago now. LAPD figured that Condor was behind all the robberies that had been happening, but due to a distinct lack of material evidence, was never able to pin anything on them. They chose their targets and conducted their sales with such meticulous attention to detail that their crimes went virtually undetected by the police department. Condor always kept itself a few steps ahead, resulting in the LAPD to come up with squat. You understand, right, what I'm getting at here? Sure I do. You're suggesting there was an informant working from inside the LAPD. That's what we figured. With nothing that could enable a case to be built against them, the robberies continued. That is, until 13 years ago when they simply dropped off the face of the earth. By then, my friend Jack Green was dead, and Hotel Cape West was closed down for good. After Jack died, I kept on after Condor, questioning and collecting information, but all that Jack had tried hard to uncover was buried and no longer news. Tried in vain to make the media listen to me, but the results were always the same. I wrote an article about Jack's death being the work of a criminal group, but, of course, it was branded a work of fiction and my name was mud. I've been driven out of my profession. But they underestimated my determination. I wasn't about to roll over and play dead. I wasn't going to let Jack's death be for nothing. Made it my mission to find and uncover the real crooks behind all the wrongdoing. Real crooks? Yeah. Didn't think Nile was operating by itself, did you? Make no mistake, Nile continues to have the power and influence it does. It's only because there are so many people who use Nile to further their goals. Each and every one of them connected to Nile behind the scenes, yet hiding in plain sight, perverting the course of justice. Hide. I haven't forgotten when you compared me to an annoying fly, you know. But you're right. I spent my life endlessly buzzing amongst filth. No matter how many people try and bat me away, I just won't give up. Well, I got news for you. It's how I've been forced to live since Jack died. But even someone like me has values, things that drive them to keep going. In my case, there's one thing I've never let slip away. Oh yeah, what might that be? Persistence, Hyde. Absolutely will not rest until I finally uncover the truth. I made a promise when Jack died. I vowed that whatever the truth turned out to be, and however unbearable it was, I wouldn't look away. I'd make sure that the entire world learned of it. I think it's about time you told me exactly what you've been investigating, Mary. Why you've been investigating Mary, Rex. Well, both her brother, Mike, and late husband, Peter, were involved with Condor, and they both died in similar car accidents to Jack. There was no doubt in my mind that Mary was directly connected to Nile, and I became obsessed with finding out why they'd seemingly let her go and disappeared. I was convinced that they must have been up to something behind the scenes. The thing that surprised me the most, though, Hyde, was that somebody like you was living in this building. Jack had spent considerable time investigating your father. According to his research, the man whose body was found in the parking lot 25 years ago was in league with Condor, and was bumped off because he knew the truth about Nile. What'd you say? You think my dad was working for Condor? Jack seemed to think so, or at least that's what he wrote in his notebook. But like so many other things, there was no concrete proof to back up his theories. One undeniable fact was that when your father was killed, the elusive Scarlet Star diamond that Condor had stolen went missing, vanishing without a trace. The Scarlet Star. Hyde. Nile is resurrecting the Condor name using Mary. I'm sure there's some kind of ulterior motive behind it. I've got nothing yet, but rest assured, I'll get to the bottom of this if it kills me. Mary. Yes? We won't be seeing each other after today. I'll no longer be hanging around keeping tabs on you. I'll leave you with this piece of advice. Get yourself out of this town. Do it as soon as you can. You can't just leave. Even if I do you think Nile is just gonna forget about me? Not without my help. What do you mean? Come on. How do you think I've stayed alive this long while looking into them? Even an annoying fly like me has a few survival tricks up his sleeves. If you want a fighting chance of getting away, be at Union Station at 6 tomorrow morning. I'll wait for 10 minutes. If you don't show by then, I'll be gone. Right. This is the last I'll be seeing of your ugly mug too, Hyde. I'll hold back the tears. What are you gonna do now? Like you need to ask. Find something to keep me occupied around here? Trust me. Always the joker. I've tried, but I just can't I can't just work you out, man. After all, what an annoying fly know anyway. See you around. Hey Rex, what now? I've got something for you. I see. So you did have it. Thought as much. You mean you noticed it was gone? Of course I did. What do you think you'd take me for? Anyway, I'm out of here. Rex gets into the elevator and leaves the roof.